going on, guys? Who's Tunde here? Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, your podcast about African music on the continent and the diaspora. Another week is upon us. March is almost coming to an end. How's everyone doing? Shout out to you wherever you are listening from, on your way to work, at work, at the gym. Thank you for taking your time to listen. We really appreciate it. It's the Afrobeats Weekly podcast. In case this is your first time listening, this is the podcast on everything Afrobeats. Trust me when I say, I know it sounds like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but this is the best Afrobeat show. One of the best music podcasts I'm going to get, period. There's no, the time for being humble is over. So this is it. You guys should tune in. Tell your friend to tell a friend. As we always do around this time, before we get into this episode, I need you guys to please rate and review this podcast. Engage with us. It helps us grow, helps us get noticed. So as you're listening from your favorite app right now, leave that 5-star rating and comment. Would appreciate it. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly Podcast, we've got that Tyla album review on deck. That album is highly anticipated. And as usual, new songs, spotlight of the week, turntable chats, eliminate, and all that other good stuff we bring to you guys. No fan mail this week. You guys should write us fan mail at afrobeatspod.com. That's AFROBEATSPOD.com. What's going on? What's going on? Please tell them this is the best music podcast out there. Just tell them. Do you think maybe if I say that?
Nah, man. We don't have to spell it out. We don't have to spell it out that much, man. There's no top three. There's just only one.
Just me. We.
Exactly. It's not the best three. Just the best.
Just we. Speaking of top three, of course, as rap heads, let's just quickly talk about it. And you style to enter inside Afrobeats, but let's just talk about the the convo surrounding the whole hip hop big three. There was Kendrick Cole, Drake, obviously. What's his name? Kendrick dissed. I won't call it a snake diss. I'm like, this is just, I'm dissing you, but not the proper what to expect, because he mentioned everything there is to know that he was talking about those guys. So all of us were excited in the group chats. We were going back and forth on Twitter. Oh, Kendrick is dry. Oh, this song is boring. And I'm like, you know what? I really, why don't we have this kind of excitement in Nigerian hip hop? Is it because we don't have a big three, or maybe we have a big three but they don't take shots at each other, or is everybody too PC? I think maybe the last time this kind of excitement happened is maybe local rappers versus MI, or MI versus I think Vector. But I don't know, man. There's what can we do, or what do you think has to happen for us constantly get excited in Nigeria?
I think it also boils down to there can just be competition without, there can just be straight up competition with bars. And I think that sometimes in the Nigerian hip hop scene is almost never just, let's just leave it to bars. Everybody always has to compare, who has more money, who's doing more this, who's doing more that. When it's just, if we just wanted to say, hey, look, are these bars great? Are these bars not great? And that's as simple as it is. Sometimes it's just as simple as it is, but we're only this excited because the top three are so successful. Now, yes, one of them is more successful than the other, but they are in the how would you put it, the gauge of how successful.
It's like you can pick one and say, this is, I have more exactly. And everybody will say, okay, fine. You can pick one and say, I have more skills. You can pick one and say, I'm the best rapper, and all of them have that hip hop criteria that we always judge.
Exactly.
They all have what to claim, that claim to claim to number one. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's pretty much it. That's it. That's it right there. So we don't have that. The only person that that was the top was MI. And then you really couldn't, everybody couldn't say, oh, look, Olamide is number one, because some people would be like, oh, but people in this part of the region don't listen to Olamide. Exactly. So it was always like that. So anyways, That's
And
why
then
we
there
don't
was
have it.
the most lyrics that the most in terms of like bars and lyrics. People be like, oh, it wasn't really that commercially successful. So yeah, I get it. I guess
Exactly.
that the top three is not as competitive in terms of, you can bring your own arguments, and this one will, if you want to agree, you can agree. Well, by the time you bring MI's arguments, it's already trumping this. So by the time you bring Olamide's arguments, so yeah, I think I get it. Yeah. So it's, I don't know. I just want, obviously,
One
because
excitement.
I was excited, man. The only excitement we get is, this one is not doing melody rap. Oh, this one is not doing real rap. And then I was like, again, who the best rapper is, or what's rap bars on. But yeah, man, excitement in hip hop. Hopefully, to spill into Nigerian hip hop one day. I pray. Still keeping it hip hop. I saw this. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw this Mount Rushmore Nigerian hip hop tweet. I always try and avoid those kind of discussions when I say so. Typically, I didn't even say it. I just saw it. I was just like, okay, people were arguing. So you had MI, Olamide, and Mode 9. Of course, top three. I don't think people would argue much, about those guys being there. Then the fourth was Ill Bliss, which of course now sparked debate. People were putting vectors. Some people put vectors, some people put Fido, some people be like, okay, Fino in quotes gave birth to what's his name? Ill Bliss gave birth to Vector. to Fino. Then some like, no, Fino had more commercial success. Ill Bliss is more consistent. Vector has more bars. So like I don't know, and it just hit me kind of like, you know what? I don't even have a number 4. Like, if I think about it, like, I don't like, because me, I don't like people to debate my list. So I'm like, if I put the number 4 there, this is my number 4 is going to be debated. So I don't know who do you think can stay like in number 4?
Is it like,
debated.
It depends on what the criteria is. Is it like still in the game? Like if there's college people
not still in the
game. Just generally overall, like ever.
Overall, yes, ever, yeah.
I don't know. I have my personal list, and I have the list that I believe is valid.
What's like a valid list to you?
There's personal favorite and there's valid list. So my valid list is LD, because LD, Mode 9, MI, Olamide, and Ghosts. That's my valid list.
Okay. So what's
I can argue that one any day, every day.
You can argue Ghost being there?
I can argue Ghost being there.
Okay.
I can argue Ghost being there.
I say, but I for the spirit of debating, we're debating on Ghost. No, wait, of course not. Okay, like not like Ghost. Of course, everybody knows what Ghost. Like, there's no denying what it brings to the table in terms of bars, lyricism, and everything. But I don't know.
But you now have to also put into the fact that they've been around since 2010. They've been around since 2010. This is 2024.
Yeah.
Arguably, exactly. They've been around for at least 15 to 14 years.
Yeah, true.
And in the 15 to 14 year span, have they not have, like, what do you want to put it? If you want to say they had hits, they have hits. Have they grown their fan base? Have they really like evolved over time throughout all that time? They have, like, them as a unit. Actually, I'll put both of them, like them as a unit.
Because I was about to say, this is like the whole Andre 3000 and
exactly. I'll just put both of them as a unit. So to be honest, but yes, that's it.
Yeah. Like, I say it.
If you want to talk about rap, you want to talk about commercial,
exactly. Like, you've been around for a while. Is it bars? They have it. Is it commercial success? They have it. Is it touring?
Exactly.
They have it. So there's no. Yeah, I see it.
There's nothing exactly. So put it out aside. If you want to talk about, like, okay, people that have done much for the culture, Olamide's there, LD's there, because when nobody was listening to rap or whatever.
So yeah, that's it. So let's kick off with some new news this week, and it's kind of, again, I'm not even going to be saying it again. It's still a very boring. By this time, 2020, 2021, Ashake don't give us like 3-4. Everybody don't talk, news don't happen. So yeah, it's still a very boring, music cycle. But let's get into the news. we'll kick off with some IFPI news. And when I saw this stuff, and every time I see IFPI and what's the P in this IFPI stands for, I just always laugh because it's phonography. So in my head, I don't know, I don't know why it was just. I have to always laugh. You can guess. So anyways, according to the IFPI, the global recorded music revenues increased by 10.2% in 2023, driven largely by growth in paid streaming subscribers. The one we concerned us, that's Sub-Saharan Africa. Once again, Sub-Saharan Africa had the fastest growth of any region, and was the only one to surpass 20% growth revenues. Sorry, was the only one to surpass 20%. Growth revenues climbed by 24.7%, followed by gains in paid streaming revenues. South Africa remained the largest market in this region, contributing to 77.0% of the regional revenue growth. So these numbers are just skyrocketing year by year, meaning Afrobeats is in high demand and people are listening. They also had this chart, which is kind of interesting, and it is the IFPI Global Top 10 Singles Chart. They said, don't mistake it, though, global subscription streams equivalent. So what the numbers I'm about to call, they are billions and not millions. So we had at number 10, Jungkook, that's the name of the song, 7, featuring Lato, that's 1.2 billion streams. Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero, 1.3 billion streams. Morgan Wallen's Last Night, 1.37 billion streams. Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer, 1.39. Young Lucas, Peso Pluma, La Bebe, 1.45. Harry Styles As It Was, 1.46. The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, Die For You, 1.47. Caesar's Kill Bill, 1.84, and the most interesting one and the one that concerns us, Rema Selena Gomez, 1.89 billion streams. Number one on this list was Miley Cyrus, and she blew everybody away with 2.7 billion streams with Flowers. And as a music head, I can tell you that maybe I've heard this song maybe just once. Which is kind of weird because a song this big should be everywhere, but I don't know, man. Americans streamed the hell out of this song. Anyways, congrats Rema and Selena Gomez. And his next, I was just thinking to myself that his next project will be very interesting as his next single, because he has hit such a high, and I don't know. It's going to be very tricky.
To be honest, he doesn't have to chase it.
Of course, but I don't think he should chase it.
He doesn't have to chase it. That's why I like the EP. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, but I still like the EP because the EP was like true to his sound. Even like after he done calm down, you would think, oh, he would chase it, but EP was straight. Yeah, EP was straight to his sound. True to his sound. His fans very much liked it. So I mean, that's what you want. You want them to, okay, yes, I had the big hits, cool, but it's still the music, and this is still my wavelength. Is what I do.
So and if there's anybody that can do it, I think is Rema and the Maven. So and the boy's already a rock star, so I'm pretty sure like he will get more hits and more.
Exactly. Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. All right, so that's how big Afrobeats is. Let's enter our main topic, which is the Tyla review. This album was, highly anticipated. I think it was the last 2 weeks that reported that she said she was ill, and a lot of people were like, oh, because she has only one hit, the tickets don't sell.
Oh yeah, because she canceled her concert because she said she was ill. Oh, speaking of concerts, I know before we jump into the title,
for sure.
We're like 4 weeks away from Ashake's concerts here in Toronto, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it probably will be cancelled as well.
Yeah, someone told me yesterday that they were giving 60% off, and the person was like, they're not serious yet, that they should cut it to 50% or 40%.
Bro, it's bad. Because there's so many
discounts,
there's so many seats still available. Probably I would say 60% seats still available. So yes, it's not looking great. And like I said, there's no on Ashake. This is on the promoters.
Yeah.
Remember, it's not on him. It's on the promoters. So it's one of those things, man. They should have planned this thing earlier.
Maybe they didn't do their homework in terms of, what Ashake would charge to what they think people can pay. and like demand. You don't know say economy.
No, that's not it. I still say it's not it. Ashaka is charging whatever he's charging. It's a flat fee, right? He's going to charge this.
Yeah.
It's now, how do we get my money back and how do I make profits? Now, if you were trying to get your money back, this should have been at least 6 months or 7 months ahead. I mean, tickets were only available like, let's say, sometime in February.
Yeah.
So that's like they thought they had like a 8-week window to try and sell this amount of tickets. Sell almost 18,000 tickets. Nah, man, they're joking. In 2 months? Nah,
they're joking.
They're joking. I know they're joking. So jokes.
Right.
So yeah, man.
Let's see how that goes. Is either they just slash the price to like 50 or 40% and see if people can buy, or like I said last week, I think the optics of all these empty seats and Ashaka and his team won't really like it. So let's see how that goes. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. It'll be interesting to see who's the first one to to say this is not happening.
This is not occurring. Okay.
And even if that, so the problem is because of the way Twitter and all these stands work, even if that happens, a lot of people now be like, oh, Ashaka didn't sell out, oh, he can't sell out again, oh, his star power has gone down. So it's just
it's a win-win.
In fact, the kind of win. He has to sell out. That's the only win. That's the only win. He just has to sell out. Anyways, but let's move from one Afrobeat superstar to another. Like I said before, it's Tyla. I'm pretty sure everyone knows who Tyla is by now. She's the golden girl of Afrobeats right now. She's
we put it on the Afro. Oh yeah, actually yes, because she won the Grammy for Afrobeats. So yes, okay. So.
I'm about to say she's also a Grammy Award winner under the Afrobeat.
Under the Afrobeat. Okay, yeah. Okay,
she
cool.
claimed the title of the highest charting female solo artist on Billboard with Water. So her debut album is highly anticipated. It's finally here. It's 14 tracks. 4 tracks have features: Kevin Momo, Thames, Ghana, Skilly Bang, Becky G, and Travis Scott on Water. These are very heavy features, so you can tell that it has a lot of label back into it. Production and songwriting were mainly handled by Sami Soso, Samuel Awuku, and Ari Penn-Smith. And if you know who Ari Penn-Smith is, the guy has penned for Burna, a lot of people. So the album kind of sounds cohesive. It's a small team. When I was checking the credits, the album is heavy on Afrobeat sounds, sprinkled with some pop music here and there. If you like the lead single Water, you're going to like this album. It has that, Water Afrobeat pop vibe. I couldn't get enough of Butterflies, number one with Thames, Jump with Ghana and Skilly Bang is also my jam. I'd say it's very easy on the ear debut that works. You listen to it, smooth listen. But I think I won't even call it an issue, but just what, from a music head, because of what I'm used to hearing in terms of like Afrobeats, the album just sounds like a Normani or like all these Yankee R&B babe doing Afrobeats. But it works, like I said. It's not a bad debut album for me. I like it. I can't wait to see how she evolves from here, man. So yeah, that's my take on it.
That's a take. Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
review. No, for real, great review. And I agree with you, given the fact that you said, yes, kind of your take is like, it sounds like the Normani trying to do Afrobeats. Yeah. But I agree with that. View or that take on which this album sounds like that. Because this girl has, as we always, like we say, this girl has tried different sounds that didn't stick.
Yeah.
She tried different things prior to this, before Water. We've been talking about, if you heard this song, clearly it didn't break the surface. Like, she had the song with Ira Star, she had a couple other singles. Nobody really didn't stick. And then Water did stick, and not only did it stick, it broke both, I would say, broke chapters, like both the Afrobeats and Amapiano end on the continent, and also did hit the diaspora click and even broke into the American market. So Water was the sound that hit both sides, and you cannot not, you're coming out with a new album. She wants to tour. So she has to make sure that it appeals to that same market, those same people that
exactly.
love the water sound. So it does sound nice and cohesive. I would even call it like, everybody's all having labels and whatever, but this is more pop than Afrobeats. And it's also a good thing
Yeah.
because if this is what she wants to do, she wants to break into the market. You see how she's always around in Yankee, like she's in
Bro, everywhere.
everywhere there, man. So if that's what their team is saying, like, look, man, we have this sound. You're breaking into the market. People are gonna know you, so you want to make sure that your album is kind of tailored around that. Yo, let's go. And this album wins that for me. I love, to be honest, from Safer, Truth and Dare is still my favorite song. I don't know why it hasn't like clicked in, but Truth and Dare is my favorite Tyla song. I like Number One with Thames, Breathe Me, which is also the same style, but that one too goes in. I like The Jump with Gunna, and yeah, Priorities to Last, also good songs. So, yo, shout out to Tyla, man. This is a really good album.
Good album, no doubt. A lot of good songs on there. Like I listened to it, like it's just a very easy, easy listen, nothing too complicated. Like you can tell that.
And it's a perfect album leading down to summer coming up. Like
exactly.
This is it, man, in the bag. So yeah, they're gonna throw out those singles, gonna throw out those videos. One of them is gonna click. It's gonna be a summer jam, and yeah, she goes again.
Yeah, and I like it from a A&R point of view. You have these hits. People are expecting this kind of song from you, so they kind of like did that. They didn't really like experiment much, but you can tell that this is someone that has like room to grow. So maybe her next album, maybe she bags one pop single that is nice, or she bags another feature, then she can start segueing into other sounds. She already has the look, like you said, she already has the eyes on her. She's at all the basketball games, she's with all the streamers. So she's doing the right things. It's one of those people that, they're just waiting for their moment, and the moment is here. And I think, with the right team and if a label just, does right by her, she's going to explode.
Yeah, man. So, continue shout out, SA and Nigeria Tag Team. The Thames song, I feel like it should be the next single, Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's keep it moving, man. So that's it. A highly anticipated Tyla album. That's our review. Let us know what you think. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Let us jump into new songs this week. Not a lot of songs. Here we have Luna by Wizard Chan and Joe Boy. I love it. Sweet Afro depression music, like I like to call it. This is produced by Pumba Mix and 01 French. Definitely making my playlist. I like it. What say you?
Yo, I think it was a really dope song, and also the fact that I'm like, after Joe Boy left the label, sometimes when some people leave the label, they just like their sound is just off. Like they would just have like a couple fails before like they finally get it. And I think Joe Boy is on like a nice level of like, look, man, it wasn't just the label, it was me. Like I'm the star. And this Luna song, he's 2 for 2 right now because Osadebe is still playing hard for me. So this as well is still a dope song. So shout out to Joe Boy.
Shout out Joe Boy. Let's get to Level by Niniola. This one is produced by Nif Keys and Neptunes. You hear these names, you already know what you're gonna get. To me, Nini will always get a pass for like log drums and our piano and this South African sound because she was first. Yeah,
she's the only one.
She was doing it before this. Before everybody jumped on it, and she was doing it well. She was doing it properly. So this is a bag right here. Man. And I have no complaints about this one too. Level by Niniola.
I was saying, like forever. Niniola is, when bro's like, oh, I'm the queen of this. Nah, man. This is head. This is HOC, man. So just give it up. This is nobody, man. Nobody can outdo her in this. And this. So yes, as always, she knows how to drop these jams. Afro dance, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. After whatever you want to call it, let's go on to two new interesting characters here. I have Ogbuefi by Creen Caesar. The name, I didn't know how I felt about it, whether I was like, Creen Caesar, I was like, okay, and I like it. And I just saw it on my like new music Friday and I just clicked it. I liked it. And I was now seeing like a couple of people on my timeline talking about the guy. It's drill music with like Nigerian elements. I love the flow. I love the beat. First time hearing about this guy, I'm not going to lie. So you guys should give it a spin. If you like rap music, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Ogbuefi by Creen Caesar.
Once anybody just says Kele on a song or Kala, you already know who they're gonna say, hey, what is that?
True that.
Mr. Caps and his crew will just be looking at you like,
Industry machine.
are you jacked? are you trying to jack the style or not? Or whatever. But yeah, it just feels like, okay, this is the sound. If you want to do that, if you want to do the rap, this is the sound you have to be on.
Yeah.
And sometimes to me, I feel like I want to hear your own take or what exactly is your...
I get.
Especially if I'm just hearing you for the first time. Like, I want to hear what's your own style, like, per se. So it kind of... to me, it's not for me yet. It's not for me yet.
To be honest, I feel like it's how Log Drums on Our Piano was like the go-to entry for like pop, like Nigerian, like Afrobeats. So I feel like this is it for Nigerian rap. It's a very easy template, once you just speak about, and for some reason, the Igbo language flows well on drill music. I don't know what it is, but like you just hear it and it's like it was made for it. So so I feel like it was just a nice alley for like if you want to come and you can rap hard, and that's your branding, that hard braggadocious rapping. I like it. Ogbuefi by Creen Caesar. You guys should let us know what you think. Let us move on to Delilah by Joshua Baraka, Simi and King Madi. Another dude I'm hearing for the first time too. He's from Uganda. He sings, he writes, he produces. I heard this song, so I went back to his discography. Brilliant guy. This is one of those songs, you hear and you're just like, which kind of talent with this? And he also had like Simi on the jam and New Kid on the Block, King Madi. My favorite drop this week. Some repeats. I love it. Delilah by Joshua Baraka. What say you?
Yo, good song. Cannot fault Simi and Madi on this. I like perfect features, and this is one of those like seamless features. It feels like, oh, they've been singing together for forever. So
exactly.
This is good. Shout out to them, man. A good song.
Yeah, shout out to them. So those were the songs we listened to this week. Surprisingly, no heavyweight has really come through like that. But let us get into the charts. Let me just spoiler alert. Number 1 has been tossed. So
whoa, finally.
So let's see. Number 10, we have Cash, Salipopi Udumodu. That one is going down. I Don't Care by Boy Spice and Cade. I'm hearing this song everywhere all over my social media. Number 8, Different Pattern on the same spot. That's staying at number 8, Different Pattern by Shea Vibes. Also staying on the same spot, Only Me by Ashake. Staying on the same spot too at number 6, Big Things Nemo Like, Young John Kiss Daniel and Shea Vibes. That song, the only part I just say is Big Things Nemo Like. Yeah. I never heard the song before. I've never heard that song Big Things before, but I never heard it. It's one of those songs that you just hear everywhere, but I don't know. Anyway, staying on the same spot still at number 5, Tony Montana, Skepta Portable. Staying on the same spot again, Remy Must Die, Roga, Buju. Staying on the same spot again, Commas, Aya Star, number 3. So number 2 and number 1 have done a shuffle. Number 2 is Twitter by Kiss Daniel and Davido. Number 2 last week was Ego Chike Mobad, and it is number 1 this week. Chike is that artist that I don't know how to describe him. You just check his resume and like, this guy, where you get all these streams from, where you get all these number one charts from, he's that person. His album, if you go and check, I think he's still on Apple, he's still on Spotify, and he's just one of those slow and steady wins the race kind of guy. So yeah,
yo man, stay in your lane, and milk your lane, man. That's it. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Number one this week on the turntable charts, Egg Roll by Chike and Mobad. So from that, let us get into my fives this week, and it's my top 5 projects so far this year in no particular order. I have Badman Nico's Boyana album. I'm still bumping this one heavy. It is Afro Trenches music at its finest. I also have Ill Bliss with Sidikai, hip hop album of the year so far. Dope beats, solid production, well put together songs. A very matured album. I love it. J5 and Logi, another favorite of mine, the Loveless EP. We missed this one, but it's a dope project. You guys should check it out. Another favorite of mine is Rockstar EP by Brume. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not really sure, but this is a very, very solid project. Last but not least is Ike Chuku with OG Uncle Kills. Another hip hop album of the year contender for me. I'm not sure I was going to say something, but
I didn't say nothing.
You better don't. People were asking me, people were telling me, Show doesn't like, Show doesn't like Grace. Show doesn't like Grace. I'm like, you guys know that his ears are fucked up. You don't sabi anything, but so that's top 5 projects so far this year. If you got 5 for us, let's share it.
Yo, so this is the top 5 songs so far of the quarter. This Q1, okay. This Q1's past jams for me. I'm starting with number 1. The number 1, it cannot pass and it shall not be anything other than Victoni's Everything. So that's number 1.
That's a jam, man.
At number 2, the song that I told you was going to be a jam, and you were like, I don't hear it. But now you do. It's Ashake's Only Me.
Make I don't lie, that's how you don't enter. Foolish.
Yo, man, I'll be telling you these things, man. At number 3, I have IFPI's Commas.
Yeah, I like
kind of,
yeah, one of my favorite.
Yo, man, I have been in a bag. At number 4, I have Joe Boy's Osadebe. Like I said, Joe Boy is on the road for me. It's doing no wrong as of right now for me. So Joe Boy's Osadebe hits it for me. And at number 5, I just give it a Pretty Boy Dio Sharpshooter.
I like that song.
Sharpshooter.
I like that song.
Yeah, so that's it. That's my top 5.
Not mad at that list at all, man. Those are heavy songs. And low key, Commas is doing crazy numbers, man. I don't know where those numbers are coming from, but she's doing crazy numbers in different countries too. So yeah, I like that list.
Yo, man.
Dope song.
And it's gonna be even bigger when she goes on tour. Cause it's look, bruh. Look, IFPI's, everything about IFPI, the whole packaging. I'm loving it.
Tyla. You see that video of that guy that was like, she should, I don't know if it was a game show or an eating show or a dating show or something. So the guy was, I think two of them met. Let me just assume it was a dating show because of the way it ended. So they hugged each other. They were like, what's your name or whatever. Then she was like, then she, you know how a guy holds a girl and she's like, spin around for me. I started like, you spin, and the guy
the guy spun? Oh my god.
I was like, the guy wanted to reason. I started just studying. I'm like, what, dude? You guys just send me to another spin. Look at this, you don't spin. You can't turn.
Yo.
I like, you don't even know you want to make it spin. Now a superstar, you want to make she spin for you.
What?
let me tell you the way the thing ended. So it was like
Okay.
then the person on the camera would now ask that, are you guys going to go for another date or something like that? And maybe they will now say the question at the same time. Asta was like, no, he was like, yes. So it was just fucking
By
embarrassing.
force. By force. I don't care what you're talking about, Tyla. We're going on this date.
That clip was so funny, man.
Nah, man. Yo, man. So, as you say, I'm loving this summer is gonna be nice. Star, Tyla. Yeah, that's just it. Afrobeats, Amapiano, whatever you want to call it. And with that being said,
Yes, sir.
we can jump into the eliminates.
All right,
And so, I constructed an eliminate based off of the fact that South Africa and Nigeria come together as one. As one. Forget the Grammys, everything after the Grammys. Forget all that.
Yeah.
But we come together, as one to always create bangers.
Yeah. When we're not bickering and fighting.
When we're not beefing and fighting, we come together and create bangers. So the eliminate today is what is the best Nigerian and South African collaboration.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Hit me.
I'm gonna start with at number one. I'm gonna go with R.I.P. AKA.
Okay.
Featuring Delilah, featuring JR, featuring Burna Boy. All Eyes on Me, Robbery. Rob 2014
Robbery.
versus one of Burna's big hits. I want to say biggest hits, but I'll say one of Burna's big hits, the remix with Master KG featuring Burna Boy, Cody.
I don't know, man.
All Eyes on Me was the first, remember that channel was played MTV Base and he's now. What's it do now?
Yeah, but without going the song, just cause how Burna just elevated it one step further. The song was already big, and whoever is team that said jump on this, and they just took it to another level, and that song was a monster hit, man. So yeah, Jerusalem for me.
Really? Damn, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna, but it's okay. All right, then Davido featuring Mafiko Zulu, 2014, Chelete. That's right? Okay, I got that. 2014. Sandy Male versus the biggest, I think. I'm not putting it in your ear or anything like that, but I'm just saying. I think Runtown featuring Uhuru. Anytime.
What the time?
2015 bad hit, man. So this is back to back, man. Back to back years, man.
I'll just blame it on you putting it in my ear like the biggest. I already advocating for it. So Runtown.
No, I just said I said the biggest.
You already said it. I can't escape it.
Yo, okay. All right, now we're moving years to years right now. So DJ Mafuzi Caesar, can't remember. You know what? I know
what you're talking about. Don't worry.
I know you know what I'm talking about. Thank you. Featuring Wizkid, Soweto, 2016. This is years to years, man. Back to back. 2014, 2015, 2016. Versus Davido is back again here. The Focalistic sound. First one, K-Star remix.
You know what? Because I already have a Davido song. I'll go with the Wizkid one to make it interesting.
Really?
Yeah, just to keep things interesting. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go. Now, final round. We have Yemi Alade featuring Mikasa. This 2017. Get Through This. Sweet song. And this one was actually produced by Malik Berry. So this was a really good song. Remember Mikasa, the band? Had 3 guys, the band. Yes, that guy with a sweet voice. And then this is also again featuring the late great AKA featuring Kidomina. Fly in Versace.
My rule already That is the
The
jam.
life of Versace.
The beat, pop, everything. For life Versace for me, man. That's
Yo. Okay, so just keeping it right there with this was right there. So,
Yep.
AKA featuring Kinomina, Fala Versace versus Wizkid and DJ Mafuzit.
Mandela in a Rari. Fela in Versace. Yeah, Fela in Versace. Yeah.
Fala Versace. Okay, so it'll out. Fala Versace in the final round. And so we're going with Runtown featuring Uhuru, Big Bang, Every Time, and Master KG featuring Burna Boy, Jerusalem.
I love both songs, but I'll just go with Jerusalem because that was an absolute banger, man. Banger.
Okay, so that's it. We're in the final round. Jerusalem versus Fela and Versace.
AKA,
It's up to you. What do you think is the best collaboration? South African, Nigerian coming together to create the perfect song. And you are picking what?
Sauti and Niger, Vuvuzela and what do we even blow if you hear the win? Oh no. I didn't blow and do that also supporters club. Anyways, I will go with Burna Boy and Master KG as my eliminates by Niger, South Africa eliminates me. That's the ultimate one for me.
Okay, that's it. We're out here. That's what you're going with. I can't complain. It's your list. That's what it be.
That's what it be. Very, very solid eliminate and solid list there. Nigeria and South Africa, we make beautiful music. I don't get why we still low-key, because each other, but they have, let me tell you what it is, they have the quality and we have the reach. So when we come together, quality versus reach, we will not come together in the middle. We will not come together in the middle and create magic. Yeah, so that's what it is. That's how you make good music like that. Anyways, that being said, we've come to the end of this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Afrobeats Weekly. We hope you enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe. Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever it is you get your podding from. We are there. We would love to hear from you guys. You guys write to us. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Send new music, suggestions, comments to fanmail@afrobeatspod.com. Also, very important, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are always there at AfrobeatsPod. We'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out, people. Peace out.
Peace.